Have you ever seen a man descend into madness before your very eyes? Would you like to? This video started off as a simple unboxing video where I had the opportunity to receive and set up a new DJI M30T. This drone was bought for our search and rescue organization, and since I was the team leader, I took it on me to set up everything. And I figured, when's the next time I am going to have the opportunity to show an unboxing and setup of a drone that costs more than some cars? I decided to take on this project while my house was being completely renovated. So it already started off great, as I was filming this in a house that was completely torn apart. And I didn't realize that for the first portion of the video, the entire unboxing portion of the video, I had this camera right here set to record in slow motion at 240 frames per second with no audio recording. This project was scuffed from the start. But since I filmed it all anyways and really wanted to give you guys a good unboxing video of how it works, I figured, why don't we watch the footage together and I will try to remember all of the things I said. Because if you guys think I write a script for any of my videos, I got a drone to sell ya. I got a bridge, you know what I mean? Anyways, so we're gonna start from the beginning and watch this video, which was filmed over the course of 3-ish or so days because everything kept going wrong. And the first half of the video is going to be me giving commentary on me because there's no audio. So sit back, enjoy the music, and let's watch my life crumble before your very eyes. All right, here we go. Setting up the camera. There we go. Look at that box. Yeah, there was a big box that it came in. And then the second box that has all the stuff in it. I don't know what I'm saying. I've completely forgot what I was saying. Something unboxing video, something when's the next time I'm gonna have a chance to do this. I really wish I could read lips because I'm hard enough to understand already. I swear, I have played with all the settings to see if I can restore the audio at all and it just plain didn't record it. God, I ramble. I think what I'm talking about right here is the same thing that I was telling you guys about how this is not a drone I purchased for myself. This is a drone that was purchased for a search and rescue organization. I'm setting it up. When's the next time I'm gonna get a chance to unbox this? Basically all video setup. That would be great if it had audio. Hey, we're opening the box. Okay, so in this tiny box right here, we have, if I remember correctly, this is where, yep. So that's the battery. That battery right there, the DJI M30T takes 2 of those batteries. Those are the TB30s. So you see, I'm talking about the DJI taking 2 batteries. That's what it looks like right there. And then we open those up and we need to charge them before we do anything with them. Look at that, I'm trying to give some ASMR. This would be great ASMR if it had audio. So you pull off that little tab and it opens up and we pull it out and they're all in these little sheaths and each single one comes with an instruction manual. So quick fun fact about silica, each one comes with those. And keep your silica packets, because I used to just throw them away, but you never know when you're gonna need a bunch of desiccants. For instance, if you crash your drone into water or you really need to dry out something, they work a lot better than putting it in rice. So keep your silica desiccant packets. These batteries, the TB30 batteries, they will self-deplete over time. They are not just batteries, they are actually little computers in there. They self-deplete so that way the batteries have longer lifespan, essentially. So when you first charge them up, you can actually set it in the drone and controller to deplete either, I think it's short as 1 day all the way up to 10 days. I keep mine set at 10 days because I never know when I'm gonna use them, and the last thing I want is for to be called out on an emergency search and rescue, fire mission, whatever, and have my batteries be completely depleted. So I choose having my batteries ready to go at a moment's notice over lifespan and monetary cost, essentially. It's a great feature, but not ideal for search and rescue first responder stuff. So you can see right there, we ordered 4 sets of batteries. That means that we can, like again, it takes 2 batteries, so we gotta pop 2 of them in there, so that's 4 total flights right there. So this box I'm opening right here is the searchlight and loudspeaker combination. It plugs into the PSDK port right on top of the M30T once you've put on the mounting bracket, and it allows you to use your spotlight and a loudspeaker attachment in tandem directly from a controller interface. I have one similar to this, just a different model, different manufacturer. So let's see, it is the, oh God, I can't tell. The LP12 is what we ordered for the search and rescue, drone. So the kit I have, I can't remember the name of it right now, it's behind me, but I don't want to move. So kit I have has the lights on either side of the loudspeaker like this. So if my mouth is the loudspeaker, the lights go like this, whereas the LP12 has the lights right here on the side of the loudspeaker. So they're kind of off-centered and everything. Which one's better? I don't know. I am working on a video for that right now, actually. That's kind of in pre-production, and by that I mean I'll get to it when I get to it. If that video comes out before this one, ignore everything I've said. All right, now we're opening up the big boy box. I bet this tape popping would sound really good if there was audio. Look at him. Look at him struggle. This is where the problems began. Boxes within boxes. You can see right there. I'm saying something about, yeah, look, cool, it's a drone. Don't we all like drones? Isn't that why we're here? Aren't we all here to enjoy drones and You guys think I was joking. You think I was just playing around when I said this video was cursed from the start. No, it's not. Nothing in this video has gone right. It took me 3 days to do a very simple unboxing video. And here I am. I'm trying to record the unboxing video. I'm trying to record my reaction to the unboxing video because the unboxing video was, oh no, it's too far back. I'm trying to do this stupid green screen. I told you this video is cursed. You think I was joking. No, everything is going wrong in this video. Anyways, off we go. All right, so pulling out, there you go, look at it in all its glory. The DJI M30T, the pinnacle of search and rescue drone technology in my opinion right now. The M30T is not as modular as something, say, like the M300 RTK, which I've never actually seen used yet, but man, this drone, it has everything. And it is also so big that it's one of the few drones that makes me intimidated to fly it. The M30T is quite a large aircraft. You know, if you're used to, like, say, your Mini 4 Pro or your M3T right here, your Mavic 3 Pro, your Avata, your FPV, your Neo, my editor's gonna have fun with that. I'm the editor and I'm not gonna have fun with it. Oh God, what am I talking about? The M30T is it's about a 2-foot wingspan or so drone. It's large enough that you realize you're flying an actual aircraft. You're not just putting up a tiny little toy helicopter that has a thermal camera on it anymore. You're putting something in the air that costs a fair amount of money and can really hurt if it comes down. All right, now we're pulling out more boxes. There we go. The Pelican case. I love the DJI Pelican cases. They are nice and sturdy. They hold everything. This one right here has wheels on it, so you can roll it like if you need to roll it through an airport, or it has a carrying case like a suitcase. It's got all sorts of stuff on it and it's great. Oh, it's got the extendable, that's what I was trying to explain. The extendable, probably shouldn't do that. It has the extendable gripper handle on it for rolling it around. The thing I have in my left hand now in the middle of the screen, that is the intelligent battery charging station that can charge 4 sets of batteries at the same time. Well, not at the same time. They gave me like 6 different charge cables. Yeet. And so it can charge batteries in a cascade formation. So essentially if you have 2 batteries, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 batteries in sequence. And it will charge 2, and then 2, and then 2, and then 2. It will always charge from the highest charged battery first. So you can see right there, there's the battery case. It comes in its own Pelican hard case like that, and it opens up, and you can see there's the cell chargers that I'm talking about. So you can see all those orange marks, that's where the top of the battery goes. And so you can put 4 batteries. You can put 4 batteries on the bottom, 4 batteries on the top. And so say you have 2 that are at like 90%, it'll charge those to 100. And then you have 2 that are like 75%, and 2 that are like 80%, so it'll charge 3, like that. You know what I mean? Cascade charging. All my firefighters, if you have a Cascade air trailer, and you know how you pull from like the highest charged air bank first, and then you go to like the next one, that's essentially what it is. They also sent me a bunch of stickers so that way I could number the batteries, because each battery has its own serial number, and it's a good idea to keep a log of which batteries are being used the most. So that way, if you have a battery that's starting to have issues, you know which ones to swap out. You're not sitting there going through each battery and thinking, okay, is it this battery? Is it this battery? Is it this battery's having issues? You can sit there and number them. I didn't do it in the video, but I have these all serialized, written down, and numbered now. Since it's serial items for a government agency, we want to do our absolute best with the donations and taxpayer dollars and grant funds we got to ensure complete accountability for all of our batteries. That's legalese. You don't come here for legalese stuff. So you can see I'm talking about it rolls around right there. There's the extendable thanger. Suitcase carrying handle, and now we should pop it open and the drone and controller should be inside. So you can see the drone folds up just like any other DJI drone. And so that way it fits in there. There's the DJI RC Plus controller, which has the safety sticker on it. It's a really big controller. I didn't get one with this, but I highly recommend getting some sort of strap for your RC Plus controller due to how heavy it is. For instance, like the Agris drones, they do come with this same controller and a whole setup that allows you to wear straps over your chest and everything. And I thought it was kind of hokey at first, but I ended up really using it because being able to just let the controller hang but still look down and have it all set up works great. So I need to get one for this to kind of reduce arm fatigue, because holding up a giant controller like this is quite heavy. It's a little bit hard to see, but you can tell the drone has this kind of foam cutout around it. Spare blades comes with it. There's little carrying places. I use that for little odds and ends, screwdrivers, tape, the cards for like the registration number, stuff like that. There's 2 carrying cases underneath the drone itself. But anyways, so you can see the drone has that whole foam wrap around the gimbal. You're gonna want to take that off, obviously. That's just to keep the gimbal from rattling around in transport. But once you can probably keep it if you wanted to, but the gimbal locks and it has a nice soft spot for the gimbal to rest in transit. Okay, so now we have terrible lighting, but you can see my beautiful Venus flytrap over there to the right and my beautiful pitcher plant right there in the middle. I'm gonna do a video on those someday, but I have no idea how to incorporate carnivorous plants into a YouTube channel that's mostly about drones. If you have any idea of how to do that, let me know. I'm thinking about taking one of my Venus flytraps skydiving and like dropping it from a drone, or like putting it on top of one of my smaller drones and flying it around to be the first person to ever give Venus flytrap a flight on a drone. I don't know if it's ever been done before, but that's just the way my brain works. So maybe we'll do that. If you have any ideas, let me know. Anyways, so you can see the whole battery station plugs in. It plugs in on the top right of the battery station, and then the cord comes and plugs into your outlet of choice, wherever. You can see the green lit up button just right there, kind of at the bottom right hand side of the screen. That's your power button. The whole controller, the whole charger box still has power to it even when that button is turned off, but that button is for your charging the actual, that button's for charging the actual drone batteries. You can still pull power from it using a USB-C cable. So we're gonna plug in the batteries. You can see they plug in just like that. And before any flight, obviously you wanna make sure your batteries are charged regardless, but by charging the batteries, that is how you activate them. They will not work unless they've been charged up first. So you can see, pointing out right there, that's where it plugs in, and then the cable will go off to your outlet of choice. You can see those 2 smaller slots right underneath the charging bit. Oh, all right, really quickly. So the bottom one, the bottom selector will charge your batteries to 100%. The middle one will charge it to 95%, and then the top one will charge it to 50%. That right there, you can see USB-A and USB-C plug-in ports right there. But that little wrench is where you will plug the controller in from USB-C to USB-C, if I remember correctly. I think it's USB-C to USB-C. And that is how you update the firmware to the battery box itself. You should really have to do that once. I think I've only updated it twice, if I remember correctly, in my entire time. That's with my own personal battery charging. That's with my own personal battery charging case. All right, now I'm explaining how it'll do the cascade. So it'll charge like those ones, those ones, those ones, and those ones. So fun fact, or not so fun fact, the lid will not close on the battery case if you have batteries in it. I really wish there was like well, I really don't know how you do it, because I wish there was some sort of extension you could have on the lid so that you could close it up with all the batteries in it, so that way you could potentially have 3 sets of batteries, technically 4 sets of batteries if you use one of the non-dedicated charging ports, or one of the non-dedicated battery compartments in the drone carrying case. I really wish there was a way so you could have 4 in that case and carry it around, and then the 4 batteries in the drone, so that way you'd have a total of 8 flights in it. But I don't know how you'd do that, because you'd have to have a really weird, funky lid. But regardless, it won't close. The lid will not close on the charging case if there are batteries in it. Now, before I forget, although I think I'll probably get to it in the video, those 2 smaller charging bits, those are for the auxiliary battery. Those 2 charging ports right above the green light, those are for the auxiliary battery for the DJI RC Plus controller, which actually has an internal battery and then an auxiliary battery that you can swap out. I haven't really had to swap that battery out on any M30T flying missions before, but for different drones that you're using for hours on end, I've had to swap them out once per day, but at least you have it there, and that can hold a total of 2 auxiliary batteries. All right, here I come with the rest of the batteries, plugging them all in to that way get them all charged up all the way, and to obviously activate them all. They're a little bit of a tight fit when you first get them. Mine have kind of not worn down, but you know what I mean. They've gotten so they slide in and out a lot faster. So I'm gonna set that to the side and let those all charge. All right, so here I am with the DJI RC Plus controller. Pull off the safety film, and then you're gonna wanna plug in the USB-C to USB-C plug, because that way it's going to charge a lot faster. The USB-A to USB-C charges quite slow. All right, so that right there, you can see where I popped open the back of the controller using that little switch right there. That is the auxiliary battery that you want to pull off and charge right there. If you just have the one auxiliary battery and you're not planning on swapping them out, you can just plug the controller directly in and it will charge both of those batteries at the exact same time. The internal battery and the auxiliary battery in the controller, I mean. So we're plugging those in right there. Nice thick lightning cord, USB-C to USB-C. There's a couple different plugins right there. The USB-C port's all the way on the right side of the controller. And you can see those flashing lights. That means it's charging. So now we're gonna sit there and let everything charge. All right, here I am talking about the fact that I am in almond harvest and am quite busy and have to set this project to the side. I'm still in almond harvest. The reason I'm recording this right now is because we are waiting for trucks so we can keep picking up one of our last varieties. Okay, so you can see how my house is being completely renovated. I have not been around the studio, which is why I've been kind of lax on my whole editing projects as of late. So I wasn't able to really record anything in my house, and everything was a complete mess. All while I was working at pretty much the crack of dawn, commuting from town out to my house where we were staying, and charging everything, working on everything as I had time. So if I had to guess, this is probably the end of day 1 of setting everything up.
That's slightly better.
And there we go. We have gotten past the first day, or I think I turned everything off. I don't know. But regardless, I think your time with current Tim is done, and now we're going on to past Tim. So let's get rid of this green screen, and we will listen to what I had to say and continue on with the rest of this very, very cursed video. Thank you. This is getting way too meta. There's way too many me's on screen right now. So this video obviously went a little longer than I expected, mostly because the unboxing took up about 20 minutes. So between the length of the video and being in rice harvest, which is why I am recording this at 6 a.m., I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, and part 2 will be up next week, which will be the setup and first flight and the continued degradation of my mental state.
I don't know why it's doing this.
So until next week, thank you all so much for watching Northwind Aerial. I'm gonna go get my rice harvester ready to go. I'll see you next time.